Looks like it's going to rain again. Okay, today we'll be talking about this Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that has been sitting on my shelf, at the top of my shelf, for a couple of months now, a few months. Let's take it down to take a look. Okay, let's see what's happening here. I have this Rhaphi since August last year, and it has been consistently giving me new leaves. The growth has stopped for some reason, and just want to take down from the shelf to check out the condition. I do see some new growth points, like this one. Yeah, and this is probably this is an olive. Okay, let's check out the pot. This pot of plant is made out of 3 cuttings. Oh, check out this. Okay, there's a rod here at the base of this cutting. Okay, so what I need to do is to propagate this particular cutting. I will snip it off, probably here, and maybe just divide it up and propagate it. And also for the other 2 cuttings, I will just repot them with new soil, new potting medium. Check out this original potting medium, yellow clay. Yeah, but the seller was saying that it worked for her, so but apparently the growth has stopped, so I need to refresh this potting medium, and also probably give these 2 cuttings a pole or a stick to attach itself to, and hopefully it will rejuvenate the plant. Okay, we're going to remove this cutting. Going to chop off this rotten portion, and then and also just cut up the rest of this cutting and put it in water to propagate it. I've sanitized these pruning shears. Okay, there are not many notes here, so I think I will not cut it out further. I'm just going to put the whole thing in either water or perlite and propagate it. Okay, I'm going to try to make a moss pole for one of the cuttings with what I have here. This is a wooden stake, which I think is made of plywood. Some PVC mesh, sphagnum moss. I think I don't really have a lot left, so I can only make one moss pole, and some fastener. Okay, let me try to compress this a little and then fasten it together. Okay, going to use these transparent plastic fasteners. Okay, I'm just going to fasten the top part first, and then the middle and the bottom. Okay, decided to put this cutting in water instead. Okay, I'll update you guys in maybe 4 weeks time and see whether will there be any roots. Okay, let's move this Rhaphi out of its yellow clay pot and see what do we have underneath. Okay, it's so sticky, I don't even know how to remove it from the pot. Whoa. Look at this gluey yellow mess. Okay, let's get this poor plant out of this potting soil, this clay mix. The roots are still pretty healthy and looks alright. Okay, some of the roots are actually rotten, not that healthy. Okay, this was the cutting that was rotted off. Very gently, very gently. Okay, unfortunately some of the roots are broken off. This is how it looks like. Still pretty decent root ball. So I think I'm going to just give it a rinse, a very gentle rinse to wash off this yellow clay. Okay, the roots look healthy generally, pretty robust. This is the other cutting. But I noticed one of the root is actually bad. It has rotten off, this particular one. So I'm just going to cut it off before I repot it. Okay, I'm going to use my trusty aeroid mix, which is made out of general potting soil, pumice, perlite, and cocoa chips. And of course, I'm going to give it some slow release fertilizer as well. I'm going to give it a terracotta pot, and together with the well-draining aeroid mix, hopefully this will create an environment that, even with more regular watering, it will not be a situation whereby it's overwatered and also causing the roots to rot. Okay, I'm going to give this cutting, the moss pole that I've made earlier. So let's see if the pot is big enough. I think this pot is just nice. Again, I'm going to put a piece of cocoa chips at the bottom. Okay, let's see how am I going to place this moss pole. Okay, before I forget, I better put in some slow release fertilizer. How does it look? Okay, the second cutting, I'm going to pot this up. For this, I do not have a moss pole. I just have a wooden stick, which I think will do. This is pretty tall, so I just hope that the pole will be able to balance and not be wobbly. So, yep. Okay. The Rhaphidophora tetrasperma is from the family of Ariaceae, so it's an aroid. And a lot of people thought it's misidentified as a monstera or a philodendron. Is sometimes commonly known as the mini monstera, but it is not a monstera. It's a genus by itself, which is Rhaphidophora. So yeah, tetrasperma. Tetra means 4 in Greek, and sperma means seeded or seeds. So yeah, that is the meaning of the name of the plant. So I believe this is a very fast-growing plant and very hardy. So shouldn't be an issue. I hope it will grow up the poles. I keep forgetting the slow release fertilizer. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay, I may not have enough potting mix. Got to just fix out a new batch. Okay, I'm back with more freshly mixed potting soil. So I'm just going to finish this up. Okay, that should do it. Okay, I'm going to use this fastener, this soft metallic fastener to attach the plant to the poles. Okay, so this will hold the plant up, and hopefully after a while the aerial roots will start to attach itself to the pole. Okay, so I'm going to do this for the second one as well. Okay, use this. This leaf is broken, and this part of the plant is out of the pot and it's really awkward. So what I'm going to do is to probably cut this off here, because there's a note here and there's a note here. So I'm just going to cut this off here and try to propagate this stem. Okay, so I'll update you guys in a month or two on the growth of the reported plants as well as the status of the cuttings that has been propagating in water. And thank you for watching. If you like my channel and my contents, I do hope you can subscribe and also to like and to comment on my videos. Meanwhile, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Right, bye, thanks.